Alright, hello. Um, I'm only recording this because, like, at some point later on, I'm gonna forget. Because I tend to forget how I'm supposed to word things or how I want to word things. Because, like, my brain is weird, I guess. Like, it gets clouded with multiple things. Like, I'll either forget things I learned from school, get retaught to me, and I'll understand that. And like my memory just sucks, but I guess I'm gonna like say this. Like, if you know, like that one time, I don't know if it was like around early February or it was during January, I made a short talking about like I wanted to kill myself for some reasons that weren't fully said. Like, I feel like people just thought like I was just crying over a girl, which wasn't really, the case at all. And me saying like nobody cared because I was crying over a girl or something like that. But that's not really the case whatsoever. The thing about this, let's say this certain person, I don't really want to say anything for real because I've been trying to gatekeep. I think that they also are doing the same thing as well. I've been trying to gatekeep a lot, but I'm gonna just say it like this. There's been a lack of communication, and, like, I don't know what's going on, which makes it more confusing. And, like, yeah, like, I just don't know what's going on. It just makes it a lot confusing. Like, I don't get it. Like, I want to do more, but in my current situation, I guess I technically can't do more. I'm not gonna say why, because once again, gatekeeping. Back to the whole, I'm gonna get to the whole, like, people not caring thing. Thing is, like, it's more so just, like, about, like, my life in general. Like, I truly don't think that, my mom, my grandma, my grandfather, maybe aunties, maybe uncles, but, my aunties, aka my mom's siblings, when it comes to that, I don't really have that kind of uncle. My uncles are my mom's and auntie's uncles, and my aunties are my mom's and her sister's aunties as well. So there's that. But I just feel like my family just genuinely do not care about how I feel at all or about what I want to do with my future. I feel like they just more so care about what they feel like I should do for my future, if that makes sense. Let me say it like this. And what they want me to do, right? They want me to be super successful. I want that too. But how it feels, if it feels like they just want me to be in a future, like very high in the ranks of humanity, suited up, own biz, having my own business and everything, being some sort of billionaire, millionaire, whatever, just super rich. Thing is, or wait, hold on, I want to continue on that. I want to get back on that. They also want me to have a great education with that as well. And I don't know, they just want what they feel like benefits them of what I can do. They basically, this is from my eyes, by the way. I'm not confirming anything. They basically just want what they couldn't get. Like, they want me to be, better than them, like do what they couldn't do. Thing is, I do want to be successful in life. I do want to probably be rich, but I don't want what they want. I do want to be a YouTuber for like probably the rest of my life, which I know is going to be very impossible because I'm not Corey Kenshin. I'm not Corey Kenshin, as much as people say I am. Or they don't say I am, they say I look like him. I'm not Corey Kenshin. I'm not any kind of famous YouTuber, for real, for real. I don't think I really will get famous because of the kind of content I'm making right now, but I can just switch. Thing is, I want to finish something first before I can do that switch. But I just want to do my own thing. Like, I don't want to be better, I want to be different, if you get what I mean. I want to be my own person. I want to leave this family and start my own family. Just separate myself and come whenever it's needed. I don't want to just, like completely leave. I just want to do my own thing, especially with what I would go through as of currently. But I didn't only say my family, I said teachers and people at school as well. Like how with teachers, they'll always try to make it seem like they are there for you, or they truly do care for you. I've probably had those teachers before, like my 5th grade teacher, or probably a guy that was part of my Black History class at a time, a student teacher. I felt like those were moments where my teachers probably did, care about me, but I don't think that's always the case, especially with how teachers would try to make it nowadays, or just in general, or how it's been in the past. Growing up, I felt like none of my teachers cared about me, or most of my teachers, let's just say that, most of my teachers. Like, I don't really remember much from preschool. I had 2 teachers from what I remember. I don't remember much from kindergarten either, because that was kindergarten. 1st grade, I felt like my teacher was a sexist, because, like, I still remember this time where, like, she had the boys, all the boys in, like, the computer room doing work, while the girls were in the classroom partying, I experienced sexism before I knew what sexism was. My 3rd grade teacher, me personally, I feel like there was some wrong in what I, like, in how I was, because that's when I learned more about, racism and all that. And, like, I would always try to, like, go, like, oh, black people on this side, white people on that side when it comes to basketball and all that, but I was just going by with what my mom and stepfather was saying. I guess I misinterpreted it, and I was, like, very young and stupid and idiotic, which is why, I really don't like little me very much. And that's a whole story for another time. Like, but then again, my 3rd grade teacher, she mistreated me a lot as well. And you can argue that's debatable, but I literally got in trouble by this teacher. I'm sorry for the voice crack, by the way. I literally got in trouble by this teacher just because I was farting and I would burp. And mind you, I have manners. And thanks to her, nowadays, whenever I would burp and fart, even when I'm alone, I still say, excuse me. I swear on my life. And I don't lie when I swear on my life. I'm not going to swear on my dead people's, not on YouTube. I'm not doing that. I do that a lot, though. Not a lot, but I do that sometimes. And there's another thing with the whole life thing. Nowadays, it's just hard to have somebody believe you without having, to swear on a dead person. Which, yes, it's stupid, but it's true. And especially when you're known for, like, not lying most of the time. fourth grade teacher, she did not care about me. She didn't care. My fifth grade teacher, I feel like she cared a lot. And she tried her best. But, I said I spiritually died when I was in the fourth grade. So, the fourth grade was when no, that was the third grade. The third grade was when I experienced depression. Especially since, like, I would watch this show called 13 Reasons Why, because my mom had put us on with it, or either I just saw her watching it, and I just decided to watch it, because, like, I thought it was interesting. And I learned more about suicide and people killing each other and all that, and guns, or at least the quiet kid being bullied and having a gun and was gonna shoot up the whole school and all that. I haven't watched that series since, like, I was in the third grade, and I'd say I was in the third grade, like, it was pre-COVID, obviously, but had to be like 2018, 2017 to 2018. I think it was like season 2, unless I'm tripping. I don't know for sure. But, sixth grade, it was hard because of COVID. I don't really remember much. My teachers were cool, except for certain my homeroom teacher.